And in this video, I'm going to demonstrate how to evaluate this indefinite integral. So we have a minus sign here, and the positive term is the x squared, that is, the a squared, the 5 squared, that is the negative term. So we're in the case where our substitution needs to be x equals 5 secant theta. In that case, dx is 5 secant theta tangent theta d theta. Now we can rewrite this whole thing as 5 times the integral, and I should specify that's this 5. All I did was move it to the outside. This 5 is going in here. So this is 5 secant theta tangent theta d theta, and so all I've done is replace this dx here with all this, the secant tangent d theta, that is. And in my denominator, I have an x, that's 5 secant theta, and to that I'm multiplying the square root of x squared, so that's 25 secant squared theta minus 25. Okay, so we have some things that clean up here. 5 divided by 5 is 1. Secant theta divided by itself is also 1. So we end up with 5 times the integral of tangent theta d theta in the numerator, and in the denominator, 25 times secant squared theta minus 1. Well, secant squared theta minus 1 is equal to tangent squared theta. So I can replace that. And of course, the square root of 25 is just 5. So this becomes 5 times tangent theta d theta divided by 5 times the square root of tangent squared theta. And so clearly we have some more things that become 1. 5 divided by 5 again is 1. And then we do end up with this tangent theta in the numerator and then a tangent theta in the denominator. So this is just the integral of d theta. And if that looks confusing to you, just remember this is like integrating 1 d theta. And that's just going to be theta plus a constant. Well, theta, we can figure out what that is using our initial substitution. So since x equals 5 secant theta, that tells me that secant theta equals x over 5. So theta equals secant inverse of x over 5. Now, you can also see this written a different way. What I mean is, let's sketch a triangle. So if I sketch this triangle, secant is 1 over cosine. Cosine is adjacent hypotenuse. So secant is hypotenuse adjacent, so I know this is x, this is 5. And that tells me this side here, using the Pythagorean theorem, is equal to x squared minus 25 inside the square root. So now I can look at this as the tangent of theta equals opposite adjacent, so this is the square root of x squared minus 25 divided by 5. So my integral here can be written as tangent inverse of the square root of x squared minus 25. I almost wrote a plus there. Divided by 5 plus a constant. And I hope you found this video helpful.